Say it. I'm going to say it. Liverpool have a superstar on their hands.
There are a lot of bitter rivals that are challenging them on why do you need two number nines? You need more width, too many stars. How are they going to work together? What will the chemistry be like? That is being said by people that are not watching Liverpool play. Let me repeat that again. They are not watching Liverpool play. But young Rio, and I don't want to butcher his name. I think it is Ngumoha or Ngumoha. If I butchered his name, I'm very, very sorry. I'm not meaning to. This young man is special. Now, I'm not saying he's better than Rodrigo. I'm not saying he's better than Rafael Leao. But hear me out on this. With Isak coming, Ekitike there, Wirtz, Salah, Gakpo. If you don't get a left-sided attacker, I don't think it's a problem. This young man... Let's talk about Max Dowman the other day and how brilliant at 15 years of age he looks. And he does. I don't remember the last time I saw a 15-year-old player at an English club who looked as complete at this age, with still levels to potentially go up. Young Rio is similar. He can go on the inside, he can go on the outside. I watched him in the box today get closed down by 2 or 3 players. He'd drop a shoulder, he'd drag the ball back, he'd go left, he'd go right. He was sending players sprawling. His shot was saved, but you saw the danger. Every time he picks up the ball, you can hear and see the crowd start to rise up, move towards the edge of their seats. Why? Because of the talent of this young man. I think they're set. I don't think they can do it, Liverpool, and great. Another bit of talent's not a problem. But I don't think not signing a left winger. When you think of the likes of Kerkez and Robertson can give them width anyway, Gakpo can give them width, Ekitike can play out there. Young Rio and Ngumoha, I want to make sure I say his name, full name. Scary as f***.
I'm going to call him now. I'm just going to call him Rio. Wow. First and foremost, we're going to go through the first half. Not much to really go off of. And then the second half. But let's just talk about that kid. Not only was that one of the worst pitches I've ever seen in my entire lifetime. Yeah, going band for the MetLife Stadium pitch with Man United played on. But see that. You couldn't get no rhythm. You couldn't barely get a pass off. You could barely get your touch off. It was immensely rubbish. And credit, because it's difficult to play on. They play with it all the time. You know what I'm talking about. And I'm pretty sure they're like mid-season. I'm not too sure how the Japanese season goes on, but they look more fit. The first half, shocking. Let's scrap that. Don't care. Let's talk about the second half. See this Rio. As soon as he comes on, alongside others as well, because I'm not going to forget the others. There's Curtis Jones we can talk about. Frimpong we can talk about. I know Wirtz got his first goal as well. You know, you could talk about the likes of, even not Darwin Núñez exactly, but McAllister, Robertson. There's a few players you can really talk about and say they made some really good impacts. I'll say Curtis Jones had the biggest impact, but Rio had the most. Because how on earth do you dribble on that pitch and still get control? I was talking in the Discord, and as I'm talking in it, I'm thinking like, yeah, you know what? He's going to do a dribble and he's going to figure out the pitch. Figuring out the pitch. That's what I was thinking. He's not even saying it in a Discord. I was like, oh yeah, let's give him a couple runs. He had a couple runs. He didn't, you know, we see that the ball was not going exactly the way he wanted it to, and then he just adjusted. You know, he knew the ball was going to slow down tremendously, so why not put a bit more power with it? So when you do run with it, it's going to slow down perfectly. That's what you call great footballing IQ at such a young age. He is 16. I know he's 17 next month, at the end of next month, but he is 16 years of age. And you know, when you talk about, you know, you look at the left wing spot over in Liverpool, you've got Gakpo. I'm not saying he's ready, but he doesn't look like the kind of candidate to me that tells me he needs to be in academy football anymore. You know?
Rio Ngumoha. Remember the name, because that kid has got everything you want in a young winger. I'm talking about the profile. I'm talking about the fact that when he gets the ball, he only goes forward. When he gets the ball, you don't know if he's going to go to the inside of the defender, to the outside of the defender. You don't know if he's going left or right, in or out. He gets the ball from outside the box and he can drive in the box. The kind of wingers you want in modern football, that I think modern football lacks, is inside to out, progressive, ball carrier wingers that are direct, that are fearless, that take people on. You know, look at Lamine Yamal. He's got that sort of ability, you know, fearless, take people on. And I'm not comparing Rio Ngumoha to Lamine Yamal. That would be crazy. But I'm talking as a profiler player. The ball sticks to your feet like glue, eager to score, eager to attack, eager to be direct, confident on the ball. There's a talented player in Rio Ngumoha. But also, let's not let Rio Ngumoha distract us from Trey Ione. Also fantastic talent. We saw a bit of him last pre-season. I think he needed to bulk up physically, but technically a very good player. Liverpool have got two very good young players. So in today's video, we're going to break down their 3-1 win, because not only are we going to talk about the youth, I thought Frimpong was really good, driving down that right-hand side, getting in more advanced roles. We'll talk about that. But obviously, we want to talk about Florian Wirtz. Not just the goal, but it was the pressing. The pressing from Florian Wirtz impressed me today. Hugo Ekitike, we'll talk about his debut and in general. And I'm going to be brutally honest. I almost fell asleep watching that first half. I will say, first of all, the pitch was atrocious. The quality of pitch was atrocious. That's not good for the players. Second of all, it was just, I think Salah had some moments of creativity. I think Ekitike was dropping deep. Wirtz had some pressing. You know, Gakpo had a chance. But it wasn't the best first half football from Liverpool. I still think, and I think everyone thinks this, Liverpool, Isak, amazing. Your midfield, amazing. But your defence, I'm going to say this, you need Gay. Canate's head's in Madrid. Gomez is injured. Van Dijk's 34. You know, Kirkers and Frimpong are very attacking-minded. Frimpong was basically a winger today. We're going to talk about Frimpong because he's going with Conor Bradley a lot. And I don't know if Frimpong is back up to Salah and then plays right back if Conor Bradley gets injured, or because maybe he's thinking of playing like someone like Szoboszlai right back and then inverting him into the 10 role. I don't know. It's interesting to see what Arne Slot's plan will be. Will he basically play wing backs and start Frimpong? Is he going to play Frimpong further up and make him compete with Salah with a right back and then? It'll be interesting to see what Arne Slot does. I think he's experimenting a bit because
Say it. I'm going to say it. Liverpool have a superstar on their hands. 16 years of age. 16 years of age. Rio Ngumoha. I think that's how you pronounce it. Ngumoha. I probably could be butchering that. They've also just signed from Salford Will Wright, who looks an incredible talent. Plus, they've got Troy Nioni. I didn't get to watch all of the game today, but I got to watch that second half. And if I did miss anything from the first half, please let me know. But this kid comes on at 16 and looks a superstar. The way he can drop the shoulder, the way he can get down to the byline, the way he can beat players. He's got confidence. Like, what are England producing right now? Max Dowman at 15 and Rio Ngumoha at 16. We look like we've got two absolutely incredible talents on our hands. And as an England fan, this looks unbelievable. Liverpool today, first half, weren't at their best. They absolutely dominated possession, shots on target, passing accuracy, corners. Any match statistic you want, Liverpool deserve to win this game. Probably lack of concentration, probably cost them their first goal. We are going to get into it. Make sure you go down, drop a like on the video if you haven't already. Make sure you please go down, hit that subscribe button. The road to 100,000 subscribers is well and truly on. We are less than 500 away from 70,000. I was about to say 500 away from 69k, but we've just hit 69k. So please go down and hit that subscribe button. I want to bring up the Liverpool lineup first. Now, there was no Alisson Becker. He did travel back to the UK for personal reasons. It's not been discussed why yet. Kirkes, of course, his first start. Van Dijk, Canate, Conor Bradley. I think Liverpool's main back four next season is going to be this, just with Frimpong. But it's good to see healthy competition on the right-hand side there. And, of course, Alisson will be in goal. Szoboszlai played a bit deeper today than usual. Maybe he's trialing that out to see, you've got to understand, Arne Slot's going to have a selection headache on his hands because you got one of the best attacking midfielders in the world in your side. But you've also got Dominic Szoboszlai, who's got an engine on him and he's happy to play wherever. Wherever needed, wherever suited, he's happy to get the job done. Gravenberch played alongside him. McAllister was on the bench. Salah on the right, Gakpo on the left, Wirtz in the 10. And Hugo Ekitike got to make his first start for Liverpool. That was the team that played the first half. Then on the second half, you saw a number of players come on. Endo got a massive reception from the Japanese fans. Darwin Núñez come on. McAllister, Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott, Tsimikas, Robertson, Frimpong, Ngumoha, and Trey Nyoni. The only position that didn't really change was Georgi Mamardashvili. Now, they did go 1-0 down about the 55th minute. The first half...